Okay. So, this, my good followers on YouTube, has to be one of the most, I would have to say, most idiotic shit I have ever thought of. And what I mean thought of is not making a video about one of the main antagonists of Nonz. Now, without further ado, I have to explain that this guy is introduced in the prelogue of Nonz, so it's not of value until you think about it. And when I'm saying that is that this guy isn't introduced to later arcs, but he's in the prelogue. So it's not that much of a spoiler. It's the same thing as them explaining the history of Matt Kai in the classroom, basically. So anyway, this is a stronger antagonist than Zofio. Now, the reasons I dropped that last video was because I had to keep on rewriting Nonz because of how the storyline kept on being parallel to those of shonen, battle manga series. And the main problem with this character, which is a lot more better than the last character, so here's one thing I have to get out there. This is a character that's inspired by two different characters. And his name is Delulu. Now, I'll let it unfold who these guys are that they're referencing. And I'm going to give you a brief description of why Delulu is one of the main monsters in Nonz. And why he is above Zofio this video. And why I forgot to add him to the prelogue because I haven't drew Nonz in years. Now, personally, me, I've been taking up tutorials and I've been learning how to draw a little bit better day by day. I still have to work with backgrounds. I still have to work with somewhat character designs. I'm going to be posting a character design video on Nonz, not Noto. So, this is definitely one of the things I've been trying to push out there because it was a total mistake to not do it in the earlier videos of Nonz. So, this is a main character video, but also, not only is it a main character video, it's a video long overdue, and I felt like you guys have been missing out on this greatness. So here it goes. The Master Instigator, Delulu. So Delulu is an entity that was created of pure negative hyphy juice. So this guy was so in tune with everything that was going on. He was watching everything develop while this world was being created. Now, he is not from Tupacalypse time. He is from the Big Five era. So, the Big Five era is where he did his master plan. Now, if you guys don't know, it is still up in the air to you guys if you think Kazik and Rogata are from the Tupacalypse era. So, they are not. Okay, so, this guy was literally set faith on everything going bad, and he just wanted to make sure everything strung together so he could just destroy everything in mankind as a whole and just recreate it for himself. And this guy's name is Delulu. Now, his site was on the Murioto family. So what happened was this. Delulu is not a hyphy juice user, but he's created out of negative hyphy juice. So he has no spiritual power. He has no hand-to-hand combat. He has nothing. His power is to instigate. And so Delulu's power to instigate is what fuels the series of Nonz. Now, if you're asking, so is Delulu behind the whole scheme between Kakumori and Matt Kai? Is Delulu the whole reason why Matt Kai is dead? Is Delulu has nothing to do with the creation of Bayaki City, nor the destruction of Bayaki City, nor the recreation of Bayaki City. What Delulu is known for is taking two people and pinning them against each other. Not just two people pinning them against each other, but he's caused wars. He is an instigator. He can do this and that. But the problem with Delulu is he has no physical combat, so you never see him in battle. So Delulu was in the prologue of Nonz. What happened was this. Niccolo's dojo was created for people like Gabaya Murioto, whose dad was a higher up in the Federation. There's no reason why he could have hung out with his kid is because he was one of the highest in the Federation. It's not like he was signing autographs, but what he was doing was constantly being on missions and constantly trying to work his way out of debt. And so he brought Gabai Murioto to Nicolo's Goto. So Gabai Murioto, Jit Murioto, Demo and Babylon Murioto all have this thing in common. They all have a great imaginative power. Little do people know that in Nonz, there is this thing called, I would have to say, for layman's terms, an imaginary friend. But guess what? If that imaginary friend becomes, in reality, it becomes your Pokemon in Nonz. Now, this is something I forgot to point out, that when people are born, they are born with all these ideas. But what happened was this: Delulu had this idea that, what if I can take these ideas and transfer them into another universe? So Delulu, what he did was this. Delulu transferred all the negative imaginations from not only Gabaya's mind, but Kito's mind, Motohiro's mind, everybody you could think of, everybody who had power, Regata's mind even, all his fantasies, everything, and he sealed them within another dimension that was already there. So, what happened was this: Delulu, before the whole war struck out in Kakumori, he had nothing to do with Kakumori. He was just there observing how the Federation operates, observing how the spiritual world operates along with the Federation operating. So, this whole thing about Delulu is, he comes in, and what happens is, Iroku Furiyaka confronts him, and he sends people out to get him. So, he pulls a Zofio and he escapes, and he is not reintroduced into the later issues of Nonz. So why is this important that we know about Delulu? Is this a spoiler warning? No, it's not a spoiler warning, because I've said this in my original Gabai Murioto video. Not only is this a character I forgot to introduce, it was a character that is not that much highlighted, but has a very important role. It is just like you must know of the Elder God Apocalypse, you must know about Madhya, you must know about Delulu, the god of instigation, whose power is not to fight, but to manipulate people through charisma, negative charisma. And that, without further ado, is the story behind Delulu, one of the main antagonists of Nonz.